Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Breaking news in the Nancy Guthrie case. The family has been cleared. The family and their spouses. Also, a lot of breaking news in this. Daphne, we got a lot to talk about.
We do. We have a full show, you guys, so stay tuned.
We're going to get right on it on the other side of this.
I've walked through storms in scars and grace. Smile through pain with a painted face. They called me too loud, too much, too strong. But honey, that's the reason I belong. Every scar's a scripture, every tear's a hymn. I found my worth where the light grew dim. They tried to break me, but here's a twist. I turned my pain into a clenched fist. I'm an unbreakable woman, born of fire and pearl. I shine like grace in a reckless world. You can test my faith, you can shake my plan, but I'll rise again. Just watch me judged by the gloss, not the cause. But God don't build weak hearts from gold. He made me fierce and he made me bold. I bend, I pray, I roar, I rise with mascara, tears and battle cries. Don't need your crown, I forge my own. From ashes, honey, I build my throne. I'm an unbreakable soul, dressed in truth and pearls. The fire don't scare me, it lights my world. You can doubt my voice, but you'll hear my name. I'm holy and hood, and I'm done with shame. For everyone called too much, too loud, too real. You're not to anything. You're exactly what power looks like. I'm an unbreakable soul, through the fight and flame. My scars are stories, my strength, my faith. Faith in my heart, fire in my curls, forever divine. Clutch them pearls.
In the clutch, better tighten the pearls. Drop the cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just a real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch. Coming in clutch, better tighten the pearls. Dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch.
Well, hello, everyone. Good to see you all. Thank you all so much for joining us. Hello, Miss
Yes.
Daphne.
Hello, Justin. Good to see everybody. Everybody, welcome in.
Bonjour. Oui, oui.
Bonjour.
We are talking about the Nancy Guthrie case, and there is breaking news coming out. that the family has been cleared. Family has been cleared, and there is a statement that the sheriff's office has spoken about. Also, new names are being brought up now, and a lot of misinformation as well. There was a lot of reporting last night that this may be a random robbery gone wrong. The sheriff today says, I don't know where they got that reporting. Don't know where they got that reporting. So we're going to talk about that as well. Of course, the sheriff backtracks every 3 seconds anyways. I mean, I call him Sheriff Doofy from Scary Movie?
Scary Movie, yeah.
Yeah. Guys, thank you all so much for joining us. Before we get started, if you don't mind, would greatly appreciate it, whether you're here on Clutch Them Pearls or Daphne's Case Files, hit that thumbs up button. It's a little thing, or double tap the screen. That means more than you would possibly know to us creators. It really does help. Little thing that takes less than a second makes a big difference. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes. You don't hurt someone you obsess over, you hurt someone they love. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Don. Yep. Absolutely. All right, so we're gonna get to it. We'll see what else is going on here in the case as well. Names being brought out again, and we're going to cover that as well. Okay, let me just get to the first thing that the sheriff has said, and he made no bones about it, so to speak. He's very clear on his wording. It's not how you read it or read into it. It's extremely clear. Now, you can say your opinion might be different, but I'm just telling you what he is saying. And what he is saying is a statement from Sheriff Chris Nanos on Nancy Guthrie investigation. Quote, "To be clear, the Guthrie family, to include all siblings and spouses, have been cleared as possible suspects in this case. The family has been nothing but cooperative and gracious and are victims in this case. To suggest otherwise is not only wrong, it is cruel. The Guthrie family are victims, plain and simple. Please, I'm begging you, the media, to honor your profession and report with some sense of compassion and professionalism." Thoughts? I would love to hear your thoughts.
I mean, it's clear, plain and simple. Like he says, that they have been cleared. So does that mean cleared like DNA came back and their DNA is completely nowhere around, right? Or does it mean just that? Does it mean that it could...
That's a point.
You know what I mean? Like, could they still have something to do with it, but they didn't physically themselves do it? Just throwing it out there.
That's a point. We haven't heard FBI say that. That is true. So the family wouldn't include Kayla, question mark. We was kind of speaking about that before we went live. I don't know. You know, this sheriff has spoken before, and then the next day he says he didn't say something when it was clearly all over the media, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yes, police can lie to us. However, I don't think I don't think that I don't think he's lying in this. I really don't. But this also kind of confuses me a little bit more, to be quite honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
because does this mean
They got everything back.
well, does it mean that
Mm-hmm.
there's no links, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Nothing linking them to it. Didn't
With
he say? Yeah.
anybody.
Didn't he say yesterday the family was cleared? I thought, or excuse me, didn't he say yesterday or the day before that nobody was cleared?
Yes, he said that.
And then
Sure
today,
did.
he's saying they are cleared.
Yes.
So does
The
that
other
mean?
day we read a quote from him.
Yeah. So does that
Good
mean
point.
that the DNA came back, or you know?
Trumpicana says, I'll believe it whenever the FBI says it.
Yeah.
I think he is getting pressure from family and wants media to back off.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. And you made an excellent point there that I completely forgot about, because there's been so much in this case. You said that the sheriff the other day said no one's cleared, not even the family, and that is what he said precisely.
Mm-hmm.
He does go back and forth. You're right.
He does a lot. And I know he has been getting a lot of backlash, even from his fellow.
Oh, he's been getting, yeah. And you know, you remember, Ashley Banfield's reporting
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning. She said her sources were, but this is the thing. Okay, now this is when I'm thinking about this a little bit deeper. Why the hell were they at the family's house
Mm-hmm.
5 times?
5 times. Yeah.
At least. Why were they asking the neighbors? Why were they looking in the backyard?
Mm-hmm. And 3 blocks out from their house.
I think there's 2 investigations.
I
Could
think,
be.
yeah.
That is not I mean, it's just not normal.
Hi, Cece. Yeah, it's not normal. It really isn't.
At all. So, shared contractor at both locations.
Mm-hmm.
Something's really wrong. Something's really wrong here.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Also, another letter out. After we ended our live yesterday, Savannah Guthrie did a video. I'm sure a lot of you guys have been, keeping up with this 24/7.
I find it odd too with the new video. There's something that really just stood out to me, and I keep thinking about over and over. And there's 2 words she said in there. She goes, "You're not lost." You know what I mean? Something in that sense, like you're not lost, you're not alone. What
That's
does
for
she
sure.
mean from that? You're
Let's
not lost, you're not alone. Does she know this person?
I think she's just reaching out for compassion. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Savannah looks exhausted.
She
And
does.
I mean, just bless her heart.
Mhm.
Bless her heart.
She's carrying it all on her. You can tell.
Yes.
It's just
I mean, we're used to seeing her
Peppy and stuff. Yeah.
Peppy and, under studio makeup and lights and, we're used to seeing her one way, but you can tell she's just
Yeah, you could see it in her
exhausted.
eyes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. And a lot of people are saying that she's blaming herself and she may not return back to the Today Show. And I pray that she returns back to the Today Show. I hope that she finds light again.
Yeah, it's not her fault. You can't. I mean, her sister was literally right down the road. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter.
Correct.
If it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I wanted to come on, and it's been 2 weeks since our mom was taken, and I just wanted to come on and say that we still have hope, and we still believe. And I wanted to say to whoever has her or knows where she is that it's never too late. And you're not lost or alone. And it is never too late to do the right thing. And we are here. And we believe. And we believe in the essential goodness of every human being. And it's never too late. I wanted to come on and...
So she's reaching out in compassion, right? In compassion in spite of what you may have done or you did, at least abducted my mother, my 84-year-old mother, who has done nothing, bad to anybody. She's following her faith.
Yeah,
is what she's doing. It's kind of like, what would Jesus do? WWJD. And that she's not, they are people of deep faith, and she's really walking that right now. And that's a very hard thing to do in a situation like this. Very hard thing to do, right? It's very hard to forgive or reach out with compassion to someone that has wronged you, let alone wronged, potentially, in my opinion, most likely, someone who has unalived the person who gave you life. Yeah. So is the DNA back yet? I think it is, although there's not, they haven't said yet, but tonight could be an interesting night. We're just going to have to see on different things. There are some names popping out, and we'll hold on. Did you see this? I'm going to send you this. I just got this.
Okay.
This is interesting. 1 second. I'm going to send this to you, Daff. Can you check on this?
Yeah. Okay, 1 second.
I just sent that to you. If
email?
Yeah. Okay. No. Text.
Okay.
They need to. I need to take a nap. I think it's going to be a long night. I think it could be a long night. So we're just kind of waiting on that.
Yes.
There's also, now that they're saying that the family is cleared,
Yes.
again, what does this mean? Because there was, if you think about Ashley Banfield's reporting from the get-go, pretty much she said her sources were rock solid, and what does that mean?
I showed you.
Mm-hmm.
It was just this new FBI statement that I showed you. First of all, apparently there's a lot of gloves that have been found.
Yeah.
What do you make of that? I mean, I guess these gloves are used for all sorts of purposes, it seems.
It is pretty common. It could be from investigators. It could also be, I mean, we have a large amount of homeless that live and camp in the area. We also have, we've experienced a lot of nighttime car break-ins in this area as well. So, I mean, it could be from any one of those things. Hopefully it's related to the Guthrie kidnapping or incident, and they're able to get some DNA out of it, and it breaks the case open. But I understand it was found a couple miles away. Hopefully, as he's driving away, he throws his gloves out the window. Maybe we'll get a lucky break, but there's a lot of possibilities.
It just seems like that would be a dumb thing to do, though. I mean, if you're the suspect,
yeah,
why wouldn't you bury them or hold on to them?
Yeah, it seems very unusual. He seemed to be very prepared and very careful, at least on the video that was released, and so it would seem very out of character for what we're able to see. But hopefully we'll get lucky.
Well, every case can be solved essentially, right?
Mhm.
People, it's very rare to have a perfect crime at all. Just a little bit ago,
Mhm.
there have supposedly, thank you so much, Catherine, for that earlier. We didn't get thank you for that. I apologize. They towed a blue Charger,
Mhm.
and let me know if you guys can hear this. Yeah,
Mhm.
can y'all hear that?
Mm-mm.
Damn.
Watch the video though. The video shows.
What
Is
do you
this the
mean,
one I
watch-
just sent you?
Yeah,
She shows a video of the vehicle being
yeah,
towed.
I know, but it's gonna be an ass, and it's not gonna work, I guess. I don't. Well, it's on my side. Let me
Oh,
fix it. I can fix it this way.
okay.
Give me 2 seconds. I don't know why it doesn't like that when okay, here we go. Can do it like this. Okay. Make sure. Here we go.
The towing at Luke's house. We're gonna see the footage. I didn't get to see the footage, and I'm like, and you guys heard me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome.
Let's see. Do you want me to send it to you?
Well, let's just show it. You can send it to
Okay.
me. Yeah.
So here's that.
Boom. So they were in the process of towing. Was it just?
And then there's the guy in the back over there too.
Can we pause it on the where it shows the car?
Right there. Is it on down here?
See?
Oh, it's the blue tarp.
No.
The
Oh,
blue
is it
tarp.
got a blue tarp on it? No.
Yeah, it says it was a
Oh, it does,
blue.
doesn't it?
Yeah,
Why does it got a tarp on it? Just
I
the
don't know.
hood.
I don't know. That's strange.
Maybe they just was putting it on there and they didn't get it yet.
Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it
heard-
could be a crazy fan or something. Was that blue car that was in an accident that
but I don't-
Brian showed us?
Yeah. We just know it was towed today, close to where
It was-
the raid. Yeah, the raid.
It was damaged. It was wrecked.
Yeah. But there's not a police report or anything to say exactly, you know what I mean? Why it was towed. You
I
see what
did
I'm
not know it was wrecked.
Yeah, I didn't either. It's crashed.
Interesting. Brian showed it the other day.
Brian.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. God, there's been so much.
Yeah, there's just so much every single day going on. So this is what is it? The guy, right? Was Daly. Daly is his last name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there is
girl.
Kayla.
Day.
Kayla. I think I got her.
Kayla Day, yeah.
Yeah, Kayla Day. I've got her background here. Did I send that to you?
I believe so, through email, right? Let me check.
I think so. And she's got rug possession.
Yes.
And other charges.
Selling it, yeah.
She's got it from 2025
Here, let me do this
all the
quick.
way to freaking 2009. She's got a lot of charges.
Which is rug
a
stuff,
lot.
though, right? Just
I don't
rug
know how
stuff?
she's out of jail or out of prison, to be honest with you. Because of all the rugs. Also, she's got attempted to commit burglary, 2nd degree. Which is kind of interesting.
But do you think that these, I'll just call them kids, right? Like, do we think they're smart enough to actually pull something like this off with taking Nancy?
Well, she's...
And why?
She's in her 30s.
Oh, that's young to me.
She's 32, I think. 31, 32. Do I think she's smart enough? I think... I don't know.
I just don't see some everyday, especially a rug user. Yeah, she might have burglary on there, but is it for getting rugs or something? Who knows? I feel that this person that took Nancy, or persons, they're professional. Like, maybe not like professional, but they have some type of they've been doing it for a while. Do you see what I'm saying? I just, especially for the police.
So to me, respectfully, this looks like a dealer's car.
Yeah, I like the rims.
I think it's a beautiful car. I love the rims. I love the car. But this is a Charger?
Yeah, Dodge Charger. Why did they got rope around? Is that holding the tarp up, I guess?
It's that in the hood, probably.
Huh.
In the hood. So, yeah, very, very interesting, I guess. Thank you, War, for sending this.
Yeah, nothing was taken. Like, other than Nancy. It's just...
Okay, when did you send this? Let me see here. 213.
I just find it just strange,
Okay. Now, it's hard to see this one. Give me a second, guys.
What you looking for?
Hey, War, that second one you sent me underneath the car, do you have it bigger so I can see it? So everyone's talking about Luke, right? Luke.
Oh, here, look. I'm going to send you something real quick. I don't see it either, but I haven't done any more background checking. There we go.
He reminds me of like a cartoon off of like Family Guy or something. I don't know. Brian, thank you so much. How you do? Hugs and kisses. Cleared by whom? Barf. Yeah. Good question. Good question. I still believe it's about money.
Oh,
It's money or
vengeance.
rage
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
South Park.
this guy, yeah, maybe South Park. He's got neat eyebrows. He's got a goatee, right? His eyes. Look at his eyes.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
Oops.
Let me see here. What do y'all think about that? Very possible.
Yeah, and the nose. Like, it's got a very narrow nose right there, but it is. Yeah, the eyes and. Mm-hmm.
I think about the eyelashes as well. Let me see here. So, who is that? Right here,
Yeah, but how tall and stuff is he? He looks like he would be like shorter, on the shorter side.
Okay.
Stocky, shorter, but I don't know. I could be completely wrong.
So, yeah, I had this one right here. Let's go to this right here. On May 15th, 2025, Marina, is that how you pronounce it? Marina police officers observed a vehicle driven by Luke Daly driving in a manner consistent with rug trafficking. Kayla Day was a passenger in the car. An officer walked by the vehicle while it was parked in the Walmart parking lot at 7635 North La Cholla in Pima County. He observed rug paraphernalia in plain view in the car. Consequently, the vehicle was searched and officers found a duffel bag on the passenger seat that held a 9mm AR pistol and loaded magazine. Day had a backpack in her possession that contained a for sale amount of, we'll call it Finny, and 17 Suboxone strips. Officers also found what is it?
Why would she have? Isn't Suboxone like that stuff that they inject you with if you overdose?
No,
what is it called?
No, Suboxone is when you're trying. It's a maintenance medication to keep you off the rugs.
Yeah, like the stuff they inject you with if you're overdosing.
It's got naloxone in it, but it's also got a partial opioid in it.
No,
it keeps you from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Officers also found the caption $1,366. Both Daly and Day's cell phones were found in to contain messages confirming that they were actually involved in rug sales. Luke Anthony Daly, I need to FOIA this video tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Can y'all remind me?
Mm-hmm.
Someone, can y'all remind me? I'll FOIA this video tonight.
I got you.
Both Daly and Day's cell phone were found to contain messages confirming that they were actively involved in rug sales. Luke Anthony Daly and Kayla Noel Day have been indicted on rug trafficking charges related to the investigation in Pima County Superior Court case, responding to the notice of pending forfeit. Any person or entity wanting to claim a lawful interest in the defendant property must sign file a timely, proper, verified claim in the Pima County Superior Court using the caption case number set forth on the top one page. And this notice to claim must satisfy the requirements ARS 13407. Okay. All right. So, very, very interesting.
Mm-hmm. It was very interesting.
It can be taken for pain as well. Yeah. Yeah, it can. It's not generally prescribed for pain, though, but yes, it can.
Mm-hmm.
If Kayla is related, then it could be. So I've heard that she could be related, but I haven't. Let me look on her background and see if there's any relation that I can see. If anybody.
Yeah, I don't.
It could, I mean, there's, see, this is the thing. There's a lot of things that we're hearing,
Mm-hmm.
but there's, but that's just it. We're just hearing it. I need receipts to know
Mm-hmm.
that she is actually related. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She had a judgment for her for $3,078. Doesn't say when that is, but it's in Tucson. What is it?
Yeah, I was there looking on Facebook, but I haven't really come across anything.
She has okay.
Mm-hmm.
Possible relatives. I mean, it just shows me the closest relatives, but I don't see anybody like it doesn't say on the background that
it's the vehicle. I think that something is up with these vehicles, in my opinion.
A big old rap sheet, a big old, big one. I agree with that, Belinda. I agree with that. And the thing is, like, there's related and there's related by marriage. And then you can, there are people that's married into the family and divorced before or dated someone in the family. You know what I mean? So if anyone's got a receipt on that, thank you, War Baby. Please show me.
Yeah. Yeah, there's other people in her family with the last name Guthrie, but I haven't made a connection yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now I see this thing on X. Let me just send this to you. So you can see this real quick. So before
I don't see.
Show it here. Luke is 5'8", 160 pounds. Last prison stay.
5'8".
5'8". That's right around.
Well, they said 5'9" or 5'10" to what? 6 foot.
But that's an estimate. That's an estimate. I wouldn't get too hung up on that. I think that's.
But why would they break in her house for rugs, though? I don't know.
Well, I mean, we don't know that she's missing anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if that's what they were breaking, if allegedly that's if they did it, but why would they? I don't know. I just feel that whoever did it is professional. These people aren't, if they've been arrested 100 times,
People are, they might not have any book smart or anything like that, but a lot of times these people have, they're good at being a criminal.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, obviously our criminal, the one that took Nancy, is really good because they haven't gotten caught yet in over 2 weeks. And it seems like they're having a hard time trying to.
Yes, Belinda. Pretty sure it was. Judge, fully aware, many young here. My theory, I do not think it was random. I don't either. You will never be able to convince me. I don't give a damn who comes out with it, to be quite honest with you in this case. I will never believe this is just fucking random.
Yeah, same. It's not. It was
I mean,
targeted.
this house, there's like so many houses around there, and this isn't particularly convenient to get out of, where the house sits or whatever. It's just I'll just never. No. Mm-mm. Okay. Thank you, Sassy.
Will you want to play that video too, if you want, with the one? How did they even get in there? There's no apparent signs of like broken glass or broken doors or anything in the back even.
Okay, so Jamie. Okay, sorry. Luke Daly was allegedly arrested in 2025 with Kayla Day, right? We know that. We just read that. Kayla Day is allegedly related to Penny Guthrie.
See.
Now, again, now think of this. This is just speculation, what I'm about to say. But if they're, rug users and they know Savannah, right? Could they have tried to take Nancy because of actually Savannah? Okay, my aunt, is, we're related to
and she's
Savannah Guthrie from the Today Show. Which video was you talking about?
If they didn't they get the DNA back from inside the home? Wouldn't they have already matched it with them since they're in the system?
Well, no, they're sending it into CODIS.
Yeah, but the one in Florida would have noticed it, wouldn't they have? I don't know. They would have came up with a match. You would have think they would have just ran it through to see if it came up with something.
Well, because it's a national. But maybe.
I don't know.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you would think they would just run it through real quick to see if it comes up with a match before they send it into the CODIS one. I don't know. I don't know if they did that or not.
Well, let me think here. So they got the DNA from the home. Now they'll still have to send it. So they've got the glove, right? They just got the DNA back from that. They got the DNA from the home,
and they said it belonged to a male, didn't they? The one from the home, or no?
Yes. It's a male. And they would have to get like these people's DNA,
which,
right?
Yeah, they
and
have
they have to send that in.
Well, she's got a felony. They probably already have her DNA.
Yeah, but they would have to check it with the CODIS system though.
Which shouldn't take long if they're already in the system. You wouldn't think.
Well, just because, but this is the thing. I mean, sometimes they know, but they're just, they're just not ready to arrest as well. You know what I mean? They're just not, they're not there. Are you guys ignoring me? No, Keith, we're not ignoring you. I promise you. There's just 3,000 people watching us right now, and it's lots of people in chat. So.
Yeah, my chat gets frozen. I can't even see it.
Yeah. What video did you want me to play real quick?
Oh, I want if you could play the one by Matt Finn. It shows a good aerial view of the back porch and the door.
Who's Matt Finn?
It's right here. It says 186 replies. I'll send it again right here. It shows a good aerial view of the back porch with the Nancy's back porch, of course, and the door and stuff. Like, there's nothing broken. There's
Okay.
yeah.
But I have also heard that her back door was open.
Yes.
Well, it was open. It was open. But she also has a sliding door, doesn't she?
I'm not sure if she has a
Isn't
sliding
there a
door.
sliding door in her backyard?
Do an angle of Nancy Guthrie's house. You may not see too
I
much.
don't
It's
know.
the back side of the home and the rear patio. Now the back door is blue with some window panes, and then there's a second blue door that seems to be attached or near the garage. Now, from our wide unofficial view, we can't see any signs of smashed glass or noticeable signs of forced entry, but that's just, our unofficial survey. Drone video that shows you an angle of Nancy Guthrie's house. You may not see too much. It's the back side of the home and the rear patio. Now, the back door is blue with some window panes, and then there's a second blue door that seems to be attached or near the garage. Now, from our wide unofficial view, we can't see any signs of smashed glass or noticeable signs of forced entry, but that's just, our unofficial survey. Drone video that shows you an angle of Nancy Guthrie's house. You may not see too much. It's the back side of the
Sorry
home
about that.
and the rear
Getting some
patio.
stuff in.
Now, the back door is blue with some window panes, and then there's a second blue door that seems to be attached or near the garage. Now, from our wide unofficial view, we can't see any signs of smashed glass or noticeable.
But
That's the second.
remember, this is broken right there. That
Then what
light.
that light was broken.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a fog light, or not a fog light, but a spotlight.
And thank you so much, Dancing in Nature. Keep up the excellent work, team. We need answers. Sending love. Thank you so much, my dear. Really, really do appreciate that very much. Thank you so much for your support, Dancing in Nature. So good to see you, my friend. Why hasn't FBI cleared them, in my opinion? Oops. Good question. I mean, just day before yesterday, which again, things can change in an investigation. However, the other day he said nobody was cleared.
What?
You know what I mean? Absolutely nobody.
They're married, aren't they?
Yes.
Tommaso and Annie are married. Yeah.
Yes, they are. Why?
Yeah. Someone was saying they're not married. I don't know.
Kayla is in Pima County Jail on zero bond, being held in Superior Court. She was in the Range Rover with Luke, allegedly. A vehicle was towed from Luke's today. Yes. I'll look up Matthew now too. I think did I send you Matthew's background?
I didn't see it.
Okay.
Wait, maybe yesterday? Hold on.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna look real quick. Hold on.
Let me see here. The Range Rover was towed. We know that. Is it a different being towed? Source, please. Fox News. Let me go to Fox News real quick.
No, just Carlos.
Say that again.
Looks like Carlos. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Just click on this and see what it pulls up. Carlos, it says. That's what I have.
Okay. I thought I sent you something else.
I thought you did too. Is it?
I'm pretty sure I did, but it's okay. There was another ransom letter, by the way, and Cheyenne. Ooh, did I send you this? 1 second, guys. There's just some stuff coming in, and I want to make sure we're all on the same page here.
That's weird.
What's that?
Huh.
2 seconds.
That's
there you
weird.
go. I send you this right there. This is the video link and website for the link. The person that texted me that I didn't get anything. Okay, I sent you something else right there.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna go to this. Oh,
Yes, that's the one the Zach guy. That remember he got yesterday. We spoke about him. He was the one on Facebook. Remember?
yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I don't think that, it's one thing for the state to do a warrant, but the feds, when they go in to do a warrant, they rarely make mistakes. They usually know what happened before they get there. You know what I mean? That warrant has to really be very specific in what they're there to do.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Now, guys, put a 1 in the chat if you saw the reporting yesterday about how can I put it? Them saying that this was some random burglary, potentially. You guys remember the reporting yesterday? Put a 1 in the chat if you remember that.
Yeah, I even did a poll on it last night. I'm like, this is crazy. Why would they?
Okay, perfect. Well, guess what? That's all changed.
Yeah.
That's all changed. Out the window. Out the window now that out the window now. Oops, let me find this. Okay. Take a listen to this. Well, because they're clueless. Also, well, this is the thing. And the reward raised again today. That makes me think, do they really have anything? Or are they just being in the dark? Yeah, listen to this. You're going to be like, what the hell? Where? I mean, this is the thing. They are bitching about the misinformation. Sheriff, do your job. How about do a damn press conference or some more statements like, I don't know, you just said the family's cleared. How about write something every day to clear this up?
Exactly.
So listen to this. When I saw this, I sent this to Daphne. I was like, you are fucking kidding me.
It's like,
You're
what the
kidding
heck?
me.
It's like, yeah, always backtracking.
Oh.
Investigators are looking into new DNA evidence from a single black glove that was discovered about 2 miles from Nancy's house. And the FBI says it appears to match the gloves the masked suspect was seen wearing in that doorbell surveillance video. Hello, everyone. This is Outnumbered. I'm Emily Compagno here with my co-host Kaylee McEnany.
Yes,
and
Miss
also
HLS.
joining us
It
today,
really is.
Rosanna
You're exactly
Scotto,
right.
Fox 5 New York anchor and host of the Underground Economy on Fox Nation. Donna Rotuno, Fox News contributor and criminal defense attorney and host of the Fox News true crime podcast, Crime and Justice with Donna Rotuno. NYPD inspector and host of the weekly Ratner Report attributing Nancy's disappearance to a, quote, burglary gone wrong.
Listen.
The Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos telling Fox this, it did not come from us, he writes. No idea, and even though that is one of many possibilities, we would never speculate such a thing. We will...
Yeah. Every single news agency and their mother to their 7th cousin yesterday was reporting that there was, this random burglary that was taking place. And the sheriff says today, quote, it did not come from us. No idea. And even though that is one of many possibilities, We would never speculate on such a thing. We will
Exactly.
let the evidence take us to motive, end quote. I can't.
I can't either. Why
A
is he
local
doing
channel reported it, but and you might be right. You might be right. Just like the thing with the van, right?
Mhm.
Some YouTuber, reports this or whatever, and then the media went with it, and then the next day they pull it all.
Yep. Then they
You know
pull
what
it
I
off.
mean?
Yep.
So
404. Yep. Nothing there.
yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't either. It's so confusing. So confusing.
Hey, Canadian, thank you so much, my dear, for gifting the pearl necklace. Do appreciate you, my dear. You received that. Make sure you give our Canadian a big old thank you. Thank you so much, love. Do appreciate you. Oops. You get another clap. Why not? Only sheriff cleared. FBI is still investigating. Absolutely. How about extended family? That's the question we asked.
That's what we were asking. Is it just cleared by the DNA, or is it cleared by everything?
Good question.
Mm-hmm.
But listen to this.
Sheriff Chris Nanos telling Fox this: "It did not come from us," he writes. "No idea, and even though that is one of many possibilities, we would never speculate such a thing. We will let the evidence take us to motive." One source also telling Fox this, quote, "This is not the working theory inside the unit. Nighttime residential burglaries are so ridiculously rare, crazy rare. We don't have any indication that Guthrie really kept anything valuable there. And if this was a burglary gone wrong, they don't take the victim with them usually." The FBI following the same tune, simply telling Fox this: "No clue where that came from." Savannah Guthrie says her family is not giving up.
Whoa. What's that? I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible. Nina can't code. Interesting. Can it generate reports?
It can now.
Nice. So you're saying we can all build apps now?
Yeah.
I'm on lunch. I gotta make a call.
I'll be in my office.
Just built an inventory tracker.
Protein calculator.
Book sharing app.
A workflow manager that
Tracks who still owes for the group lunch.
Trash duty schedule. Since no one seems to care.
just built a
I just created a goal tracking system.
We built the same thing, didn't we?
Yep. Can this thing manage content?
Is the SOC compliant?
I am so sorry.
Create a party planner.
Profesor de español.
I apologize. There should not have been a commercial, but I had it on the wrong account. I am so sorry. That's embarrassing. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I just told Daphne I had to step out for a second.
I was like, I wish I could stop it.
She can't do it from her end.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, because I pay for those so I don't get commercials, but I had it on the wrong account. I'm sorry. What are your thoughts about this, Daph?
I don't know. It makes me like, why do they say one thing and then say another, or take it back?
Mm-hmm.
And then the glove,
Never have seen such misinformation out of a sheriff agency, like in my entire life, ever.
There's even like other law enforcement that works in the area, and they're even talking about him. Like, no bueno. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Michael Ruitz, he says something very interesting right here. He says, lingering question about the glove. Does it have plant material on it? What about it do investigators see as similar to the ones worn on Nancy Guthrie's nest video, meaning the one that they found? And this one, does her DNA have it on? Think about that. The glove that they found, it doesn't have her DNA on it. They've not answered that.
No, they haven't answered. They said they didn't find any DNA inside
From
her
Annie.
house. That makes no sense.
No, they didn't. No, what was it? They said the family. How did they put that?
Oh, let me find that.
I mean,
That was
they found that DNA matched. They did find DNA inside the house, but it matched
wasn't hers.
the one glove is what it was. It was the one out of 16 that they have found.
looked
Simply
like
Real
it.
says, I think the glove is going to be a bust. Glove could have been from anyone in that area. The DNA inside the house is key. Well, the DNA inside the house matched the glove, though, that they found. Right? Like I always say, this is a 3-prong. It's very important to think it like this. So
Mhm.
there was DNA left in the house. They have that person's DNA. That DNA did not match anybody, like family. That's what it was. The DNA did not match any family.
Mhm.
Right? Now, there was they sent 16 different gloves off.
Yes, and one came back.
One of those gloves came back to the same DNA matching in the house.
But that's the thing. They don't know who the guy is. So how the hell do they know, or the girl or whoever,
Well,
right?
they know that it matches. That's easy to check if it matches. The third
Who
thing
is it?
is finding out the who.
Yeah.
The who. They like, you can look at someone's DNA and you can match it very quickly, but it's finding out who those
yeah.
sequences of numbers are, because it's a trillions of numbers that makes us up, right, in our sequence. So the third thing is finding out the who.
Yeah, they said
And
the glove matched, I thought, not the DNA. They found DNA in the house,
they
but
found DNA on the glove.
oh, I didn't know they'd come back with that one yet.
Yeah. And so they're sending these DNA in to CODIS. Also, they are, and I spoke about this the other day, they're doing genealogy just to be safe.
Yes, they're doing genealogy.
Right?
Mhm.
So if this person comes back that it's not a felon, right?
Mhm.
Then they're still going to find out through familiar DNA. Right?
Yes.
23andMe, Ancestry, all of that. That takes a lot longer, though. A lot longer.
Mhm. Yeah, because you got to go through a huge database.
Exactly. Canadian. Like they did with Coburger. So they're going to find out either way. And that's the thing, right? So some of these names that have came up, they're felons. And I personally believe that that they got the DNA back. Even it was Sunday yesterday, but even yesterday or the first thing this morning, in my opinion.
Yeah, probably.
Thank you, Jojo. Yes, and so does Kayla. Kayla has a big old history as well.
I think if it was them, they would already be, I don't know. I just feel it was targeted and it was someone more professional. I just feel that. It just seems. And why? Like yesterday we spoke about the glove. Yeah, it could have, they could have got out there and it could have fell off their lap. And also in that area where that glove was found, there's a homeless camp right there.
Mm-hmm.
Right on Orange Grove.
I don't think this is homeless at all. I mean, they had to have a car to take her.
Could they have moved her somewhere over in that area? But they have been searching over in that area, so.
Yeah. But, you know, whoever took her had to have a vehicle. And, you know, something I was listening, I think what was our friend Chris McDonough from the interview room last night.
Mhm.
And I think Dr. Gary mentioned it. I don't know if he's in chat here or not right now, but he mentioned, I think it was something that was very interesting. He's like, you know, if Nancy was taken out at night, right, unwillingly, alive, she's going to be screaming, isn't
Mhm.
she? Don't you
Unless
think she's going to be screaming?
unless someone knocked her out. Maybe that's why
Because
there's blood on the porch. I don't know.
because here's the thing, you don't let the abductor take you to a second place. You
Mm-mm.
fight like hell normally,
Mhm. And that might be where
right?
the blood came from.
Could be, but we don't hear of any neighbors hearing anything, waking up neighbors, like unless she was gagged, yeah. But you know, that's assuming she was alive,
I think
right?
she yeah, yeah. Well, I think she was alive when they were first leaving because it looks like this is just my speculation. I don't know if this to be true, but from the blood splatter on the ground, it looks like she could have coughed up blood or something just by the way and they said it's hers. They did
It is
confirm the blood.
hers, but
Yeah.
I'm not convinced that she was alive. I don't know. Either way,
Yeah.
I'm just not convinced either way. You know what I
And what
mean?
about the ransom notes? Like, okay, we have TMZ come out again. And you didn't play that yet, did you? The new TMZ video?
No. Mm-mm.
You didn't. I think I sent it to you. And he asked some good questions. The guy, I can't remember his name, the guy at TMZ. He asked some good questions. And he was trying to be like a middleman, I guess, in between the police and
Harvey.
Yeah, Harvey. There you go. So are these ransom notes, are they just somebody completely different just playing games? All of them. And why, you know what I mean? Like,
I think it's possible, but again, I don't know why they wouldn't have arrested these, you know, maybe they're just letting them
play out.
you know, tie their noose
Yeah.
as well. Who knows? Playing games, in your opinion? I think some of them are legit. All right, here's what Harvey said just a little bit ago.
Received a fourth letter from the same person who says that he knows where Nancy Guthrie is and he wants money in return for the information.
Imagine that.
Essentially, he wants. So
then stay where she
I have
is.
something to say to you. And I've already talked to the FBI about this, that if you are not real, you're committing a crime. And you should know that. And this is a serious federal crime. If you are real, this is the fourth letter you've sent. And I should tell everybody that in this letter, it says, I know what I saw 5 days ago south of the border. And
Yes, I
I
do.
was told to
Sandwich.
shut up so I know who he is. And that was definitely Nancy with them. This is the second time he has referred to more than one person involved in this. He said there is a main person and there are others, and he said it here. He is saying that Nancy was taken to Mexico. Now, this is what he's saying. I'm not going to vouch for him, but this is the fourth letter. We have sent them all on to the FBI. And he also says one of the reasons he's worried about coming forward is he has a record. He has a burglary on his record from 10 years ago. So
what? They'll clear that
So
probably.
what? Be a
Yeah.
fucking hero.
I know. And that's the thing, too. If he was actually sincere and knew that this is what happened, the government would probably wipe his record, in my opinion, right? Or just give him a pardon or whatever you call it, if it's not. And give him
Be
the
a hero.
reward.
Because, well, Trump would probably pardon him because Trump says these people's probably going to get the death sentence.
Oh, yeah.
He made that statement today.
Yeah. He would probably pardon him. And when the people or perpetrator is convicted, then the guy gets the money. Why are you going through a middleman? I don't understand. And why TMZ? Like, I know we spoke about last night because they do more like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like the first person went through TMZ, the one that got arrested. And then you had another person get arrested that went through TMZ. So now this is a different person, a third person. What the hell is going on?
Exactly, Beth. They certainly need to release more footage.
Mm-hmm.
They need to release more footage. If they're stuck, again, the thing that like I feel like they're closing in a lot of times. I really do. And I believe that the FBI, if they are at that doorstep, just because they didn't arrest anyone the other day doesn't mean they're not going back. Because I believe they wanted DNA. In my opinion, the other day. But
and then nobody.
The other thing that confuses me is why the hell did they up the reward?
Yeah.
If they're getting ready to do an arrest.
Exactly. In my opinion, they don't have anything because the sheriff took too long in the beginning and it screwed up everything.
I think now it's a lot more complicated. I think it created a lot more work for the FBI. Not only manpower, all of that, but just, like they've said about the lab, I mean, that takes extra days when time is really important.
And then the freaking picture too. If you have proof that this person was carrying her over the border, everybody has a freaking phone these days. Most everybody has a cell phone. Even if it's pitch black at night and someone's carrying, there has to be some type of light. You could even try to take a video of it or a snapshot to prove, right? There's something. Even if it's blurry, you would try.
Yeah.
Even if it's freaking blurry, you would try to take, like, holy shit, there's somebody carrying somebody, right?
I mean, I don't think that they're in the mountains of Afghanistan here. You know what I mean? Like they got a phone or something. I mean, if they trust me, if they really wanted the money and really wanted,
they would
they would say, where there's a will, there's a way. Let's just be honest.
Absolutely.
Let's just be honest. You know, if criminals want to commit a crime, they'll commit a crime. There's just nothing that's going to stop them other than prison.
Absolutely.
And they'll commit crimes in prison even. So
and Bitcoin too. Why are they doing Bitcoin? It's just,
that's the new thing now.
Yeah, I don't know. That just irks me, especially with Bitcoin dropping recently. That just irks me so bad because I feel that it's somebody that lost a lot of money in Bitcoin recently. And they're trying to replenish it somehow. But I could be wrong.
He says he fears for his life. How does he know? I mean, I understand that there's times where
or O's,
like, for instance, there's sources that I've had come to me that tells me something, but I can't say it because if I say a certain thing in cases, a person would know because like they've only told one person. You get what I mean? so I can't really say anything on a specific topic. Does that make sense? So, people's like, they're afraid for their lives and stuff. Well, that means you got to be really freaking close. I mean, or would have to, like, how do you know if you weren't involved
Yeah.
or really, really, really close to these people?
If you were a bystander, yeah, and they were on foot allegedly, just walking over the border, like, come on.
Yeah, you don't just walk over the border.
Huh?
You don't just walk over the border.
No, you don't. You've seen people cross and stuff. It's a lot. An 84-year-old woman who could barely make it to the end of her driveway is not walking over the border. I'm sorry.
I have driven through the Mexican border,
Mhm.
I have driven through the Canadian border.
Yeah.
I don't have a criminal record at all, right? Like no criminal
Mhm.
record. And I get nervous going across the border because it's kind of like you feel like you've
Going in
done
the
something
military
wrong and you've
base.
never even done nothing wrong in your life.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I
like
mean?
going
Because
to the
they're
military base.
intimidating.
Yeah.
Now, when I go back, I'm not really intimidated because you're not going to throw me out of my own country, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
But when I'm like, going over into Canada or Mexico, like they can be very intimidating.
But they're not going through the right routes. They're not even going through the checkpoints. I don't know.
But
They're
you're
going
not
like,
tracking an 84-year-old woman
no,
across the border like that, Daphne. I mean,
no, yeah, I agree.
this woman can't walk 500 yards.
Yeah, to
Her
her
feet.
driveway. Her neighbor even said she had trouble walking her end of her
Mhm.
driveway to get
Yeah.
her mail.
It's just not happening.
No, hell no. And she didn't have her cane with her. She didn't have her hearing aid. She didn't have her cell phone. She didn't have her medication, nothing. It's
Yeah.
now 16 days, yeah, and no proof of life at all.
Mhm.
I say their best bet is taking the drone with the sniffer and going out at least 5 to 10 miles, even maybe 20, right? If you're not catching anything,
Mhm.
and searching for some type of connection to the pacemaker.
Yeah.
That is the best possible thing
Well,
right
they've
now.
done that.
They need to keep doing it, keep going out. And there's that mountain range that's not too far. I sent you a map, actually. It's a really good map that one of the stations did. Did you get it?
Mhm.
And what is it? Mount Lemon.
Mhm.
That looks to be the closest and the most secluded way from what I can tell, right?
Mhm.
And then Skyline Drive too. Would Skyline Drive be secluded? Going to Oracle Road and Campbell Road, which is interesting, where our stuff was found, But Mount Lemon, you're going up in the mountain, because the opposite way is downtown Tucson. The hell they didn't go that freaking way with all the cameras and stuff, in my opinion. I don't know. I just, oh, you're mute, Justin. I was wondering why it was so quiet. I was like, I was talking and
Oh,
talking.
sorry. Cinnamon Bear says you're crossing the checkpoints legally. You're talking about going through how most of the illegals got into the country a few years
Yeah.
ago where there are no checkpoints. So people do go through the checkpoints illegally all the time.
Mhm.
They're usually just stuffed, stashed or whatever. So
Yeah.
can it happen? Yes, it does happen, especially with like big rigs and stuff like that. But
You're
with
taking a
like, with the no checkpoints and stuff, I'm truly not even worried in that aspect, because again, I don't believe that they are carrying 160-pound 84-year-old woman
Mm-mm.
across. It is hard enough to get across a checkpoint or a no checkpoint whenever there is, especially how the border is now, number one, and number two, it's hard enough to get your own self through all of that, and the terrain and the weather and all that. So people leave their kids sometimes. It's so brutal.
Exactly. And then it's just not feasible, in my opinion, either. It's not. There's certain things you could cross off, I think, that just doesn't make sense, or it's not feasible. And I think that's one of them. Also, another thing too, in my opinion, the person, if they were there to rob Nancy, right? Wouldn't they dress light as possible? These people had on like 50, or this guy had on 50 pairs of freaking clothing. Well, I mean, I'm exaggerating, but they had a lot of clothing on, including a paint suit or some type of hazmat suit underneath, which tells me that they're going to commit like a crime.
They were there to commit a crime for sure.
Yes, not just steal stuff. If you're going to steal something, you want to be light as possible, have an empty freaking backpack. Now, yeah, we don't have the full video. In the video, it looks like his backpack is pretty full, right? It's got stuff in it. Wouldn't you have an empty backpack if you're going to take stuff? I don't know. And
well, if they were going to take stuff, yes. But if they were going to commit a crime, they might have rope in there.
Exactly.
Something to tie her up.
Exactly. And you wouldn't have 100 pairs of clothes on, because you want to be as light as possible to run. You don't want to have clothing freaking blocking your creases when you're trying to get the hell out of there. This guy had a trouble bending down to get those weeds because he had to put his legs straight. Like, because he had so many pairs of pants on, like layers, you could tell.
Yeah.
And bulky gloves. How are you going to look through shit real quick with bulky gloves? It's just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I heard an expert say that the porch guy on the video seemed high.
Yeah, 90-degree weather, exactly.
I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me.
I think 10 feet island. I think 10 feet, but I'm not 100% positive how far a pacemaker has to be from the sniffer to be detected. It's certain vibration frequencies is what it picks up, I believe.
I did not know this. I have not heard this. So this makes me have, I think, Sheriff in Savannah Guthrie's mom's case reveals his brother died one day after Nancy Guthrie's disappearance.
Maybe that's why he's been a train wreck.
Yeah. But, step aside.
Yeah.
Let the FBI handle it.
Yeah, that's all the reason to...
able to do it.
There's been no forced entry. That's what we've been told, and it doesn't look...
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry to hear that, if that happened.
Hold
on one second.
No more than 40 feet. Thank you, Karen. Karen says about 30 feet away from the sniffer, no more than 40 feet.
Yeah, it's not much at all.
Yeah.
But
easier with the drone.
There, I didn't talk to you about this actually today, but I did speak to someone today in law enforcement, and there is a way that they can I can't really comment on it because I can't, but there's a way that they can do it in a longer form, so to speak, that's not that you don't have to be 30 feet away, like I can't say, but
you could probably do a signal booster on it, couldn't you?
It's not even a signal booster. It's not even. It's just a way that
magnet.
Partially, but it's a way that it's coded.
Okay, that makes sense. I would just get a giant freaking magnet and You know what I mean? Like a metal detector, and just whatever comes up, freaking a snooper
Well,
sniffer. Super sniffer. Say
that's
that 3 times.
Hey, Tucson Water, what's my tip of the day?
We're glad you asked. Did you know there's an
okay.
enforcement?
1 second here.
Yeah.
Maybe I should do a survey on. I want to know about
Mm.
what you guys think about the this new family being cleared, like all family. All right, here we go. What is it?
No, Kelly, I don't.
Oops. Let me see what KOLD say.
Huh.
Okay, Nancy Guthrie family members rule. This is new video, I think, isn't it? Just 1 second. I thought this is new video right here. Because that technology wasn't in town, they had to bring it in. Yes, they did. Years ago, when my dad had a pacemaker, he had to put a big round magnet thing. Yes, and call the doctor for them to check it once a month. That is exactly right, Susan. That's how the old ones used to work. Now, thankfully, they don't have to do that. That's what the phones and the watches and stuff is for.
Oh.
But that's used to how they used to send data. They would have to put this thing
Magnet?
over their chest, and they would sometimes flip the phone around, and it would send this,
Oh, yeah, loud noise. Yeah.
and it would read it. Yep.
So do the magnets shut down the pacemaker?
No.
That's how it's done after death?
No.
Okay.
No. The just because you die doesn't mean your pacemaker.
Yeah. It's battery operated, isn't it?
Yes. Because again, I worked at a funeral home and a crematorium.
Uh-huh.
We had to check every single person for a pacemaker,
For a pacemaker, yeah.
because there is a lot of energy in that little battery.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of energy. Remember, these batteries stay for decades sometimes.
Do you think this person could have cut the pacemaker out of her and got rid of it? But
I don't think so.
no. I think they had found it by now, if that's the case. Like, found it quickly.
I don't think so. Okay, here's new.
Thanks for joining us for 13 News Live at 5:30. I'm Sean Mahoney. Tonight, there are some major new developments into the investigation into the disappearance of 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie. Law enforcement believe the mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie was abducted from her home in the middle of the night 2 weeks ago. 13 News reporter Catherine Patterson joins us live from Nancy Guthrie's home in the Catalina Foothills. Catherine, what are we learning about the investigation tonight?
Well, Sean, we're getting some serious, significant updates in this case. Our source in Phoenix tells us, or our sister station in Phoenix tells us, that a source close to the case says that investigators believe that it may not have been an intended kidnapping as a result of Nancy Guthrie's disappearance, but instead a burglary that went wrong.
See? Turn this shit off. See, they said today that this was not true, that it was not true.
Yeah.
The sheriff doesn't know where they got this. People wonder why there's so much misinformation. There you go, folks.
Yeah.
There you go.
100 different stories. Yeah.
There is some breaking news about the DNA, though. We was wondering if it came back or not. New, this is coming from Libby Dean. New, the DNA from the glove in Nancy Guthrie's case is still ongoing quality control in the sheriff's private lab in Florida after being sent from Tucson on 2/12. It is expected to be input into FBI CODIS in the near future, an FBI official tells me. Not back yet.
Yeah.
Not back yet.
Well,
so I don't think there'll be anything this evening then. I don't think they're going to do anything until they get
that back.
Yes. It is a private lab that Tucson uses. I mean, so everything is private unless it's government.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is considered private.
Wow.
Yeah.
A private lab's not going to get it done in 24 hours. No.
No. But if the
They don't have the
damn sheriff would have sent it to the FBI, they would have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything would have already been back. We would have been probably.
And that is coming from that's coming from allegedly an FBI source.
Mm-hmm.
Again, let me show it to you.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
According to Libby Dean, who is a White House correspondent.
Mm.
And so that's a really solid source.
I sent you something.
The DNA from the glove in Nancy Guthrie case is still ongoing quality control in the sheriff's private lab in Florida after being sent from Tucson on 2/12. That's 4 days ago.
Mm-hmm. 4 days, yeah.
Right. It is expected to be input into FBI CODIS in the near future, an FBI official tells me.
Jesus. That's just crazy to me.
Good question, Adele. This is so frustrating.
It is. It really is. We could have been so far along, and now we're backtracking.
And and again, that again makes me think that they're not there. That again, they did that extra. They increased the reward tonight. Yeah.
DNA still has not been put into CODIS as of now. Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Libby. They must have something to compare the glove DNA to, like the DNA in the home. Correct. They seem to have that profile already. Yes, absolutely, Libby. Very exactly. They have. Let me think here.
This is ridiculous. It's expected to be inputted into CODIS in the near future. What, next year?
They have to. You're exactly right. They have to have, for they to know that this glove came right from the house.
I don't even know what to believe anymore with that sheriff.
I mean, this is.
First, he said
FBI
that it matched, like the actual glove matched what the perp was wearing. But then he said that there was DNA found in the home from a male.
Let me go to that.
So it's like, it's so many stories. It's so many different stories. Eek.
This is good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, you got the same one, yeah.
Where did Brian do this? Is it with the woman or is it with the guy that he did the DNA with?
The guy.
It's the guy with the DNA.
Yeah. Let me see.
Brian, God bless him. He's been there going on almost 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Where is it at? Give me a second.
I got it.
You got it? Okay. Yeah, that was a really good video. This one right here is what, yeah. Very, very good video.
Break-ins in this area as well. So I mean, it could be from any one of those things. Hopefully it's related to the Guthrie kidnapping or incident, and they're able to get some DNA out of it, and it breaks the case open. But I understand it was found a couple miles away. Hopefully, as he's driving away, he throws his gloves out the window. Maybe we'll get a lucky break, but there's a lot of possibilities.
It just seems like that would be a dumb thing to do, though. I mean, if you're the suspect,
yeah,
why wouldn't you bury them or hold on to them? You
Yeah,
know?
There's no proof of
very unusual. He seemed to be very prepared and very careful, at least on the video that was released, and so it would seem.
Oh yeah.
I mean, here's the thing: if you've gotten, if there's been 6 letters taken, 6 thing, you can be given $250,000 or $100,000 or whatever to everybody when they're not giving any proof of life. They're just most likely exploiting the situation. So yeah. Who was seen on that funny video of social media where guy is running through Tucson throwing out black gloves? Yeah, Nerdy made that, I think, or anyway, shared it.
Very out of character for what we're able to see, but hopefully we'll get lucky.
And you are a sergeant with the Pima County Sheriff's Office and
Yes,
also the union president.
Yes, sir.
So you're able to talk to us about
Is this
some of
the
these
DNA
issues
guy?
with the department because you're protected.
Correct.
By which is why we haven't really been able to talk to anyone else within the.
Yeah, I can speak
I thought
on
you said
matters
this
of
was the
public
DNA
concern.
guy.
Yeah.
Or is it the girl? The
No,
DNA.
this is really good.
I know, but I'm talking about the DNA. Is it the woman? Okay, thank you. It was the woman. Okay, we'll come back to that. I want to see.
Oh, okay. The blonde, right?
On this latest
Yeah,
information
who's
that we
talking
got
about
from the
the
FBI regarding the DNA on the
So
glove
many videos
and
today.
also
Here we
the
go.
DNA in Nancy Guthrie's house. I'm joined now by Cece Moore. It's nice to see you, Cece.
Nice to
and
see you.
I think it's quiet out here. Hopefully I'm
Oh, I
outside
know
Nancy
her.
Guthrie's house, so sometimes it gets a little noisy out here, but I think it'll be okay. Just a lot of people in the crime community know you, obviously, but just for people who don't know you, tell me a little bit about your background.
Well, I'm one of the early pioneers of genetic genealogy, and then that transition into using it for law enforcement purposes. And I am the chief genetic genealogist at Parabon Nanolabs. My small team and I have helped law enforcement solve over 365 cases now. So I think we've really proven the power of investigative genetic genealogy.
For sure. So I'm glad you're the perfect person for me to talk about these latest developments with Nancy Guthrie. The first thing I wanted to ask you is this new information that came out from the FBI about this glove that was found 2 miles from Nancy Guthrie's house that they found some DNA on, and they're going to put into CODIS, I guess, after they finalize the testing. What do you make of that? What does that mean?
You know, it's interesting to me that they've agreed to put it into CODIS because that usually means that they feel fairly confident about it. They have very strict guidelines about what DNA is allowed in that database.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Right?
Yes.
Oh, Maurice. Good.
So that leads me to believe that they have a reasonable belief that it could be from the crime scene. However, being 2 miles away, of course, I would obviously use great caution in coming to conclusions about who the suspect is just based on that alone. We've had a lot of cases where we have analyzed things like gloves and like other items in or near crime scenes. And of course, when you're doing that, it really requires that there is a lot more caution used because it very well could be an innocent person.
Yeah, and a lot of people use those black gloves for different jobs. And like you said, the fact that it's 2 miles away. The sheriff also said that they found DNA in Nancy's house that doesn't connect back to Nancy and doesn't connect to anyone really within her.
I use the bluish purple gloves. I think, well, they're more blue to clean.
Circle, because apparently they've swabbed, like the workers that have gone in and out and the family members and stuff. That to me, is that significant?
To me, that's much more significant because we know that's tied to the crime scene. Of course, it still doesn't guarantee that it is the suspect. DNA can last a long time depending on what the form is of that DNA. I've worked cases where we analyzed a drop of blood and it ended up being someone who'd lived in the house 2 years earlier. And of course, we know Nancy has been there for many years, decades. So she should have a pretty good idea. I mean, her family should have a pretty good idea about who has been in and out there. So that helps a lot. I am very optimistic about that part of it, much more so than the glove. And I think that if they really do have that alien DNA there, that DNA that they are not able to tie to any known person, that could very well be the answer to this case.
And I'm told that with some of these people that they've been questioning, you know, they've done some search warrants over the last week, that they are swabbing them also for DNA.
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
How does that work? So what, then they will go and compare that to?
Absolutely. Now, in my opinion, Lino Me says they may be surveillance on the person. They are pretending to move slow, but they are going to pounce. I agree with that, Lino Me. In fact, I believe they will be back at the house that they were at the other day. In my opinion, I believe they'll be back.
The one they raided?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I do believe they'll be back, in my opinion. He does have good hair, doesn't he? I know, and he looks really good in like gray.
Mm-hmm.
He looks really good.
Not a lot of people can pull off gray.
Yeah.
I know I can.
But some people just go gray, you know, like Brian's not old. And they just go gray really quick and they go white and then they just look good in it forever.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, way off subject. He's has a George Clooney vibe. Oh my God, George Clooney's so fine. Okay, y'all stop. Let me get back on
Well,
this.
at least they're not talking about stinking food. They're always talking about food.
Yeah.
Making me hungry.
But I do believe that they will be back to that. I think this was again, this was an FBI warrant. This wasn't like the previous one.
What they found in the house, or how does that work behind the scenes?
Right. So that is using the traditional law enforcement DNA analysis that they have used for decades in cases like this. So that's just a straight profile, one-to-one comparison. Do any of those individual match any of, and does the DNA profile from any of those persons of interest match any of the DNA that was found in the house? If they did, that's obviously huge. Even if it matched that glove, that could be really telling, right? Because that's unlikely to be a coincidence then. That's not something that they would need to use genetic genealogy for. So that is just the traditional type of testing and comparisons.
How long does it take to get results for something like that? Like if they go and do a search warrant and swab someone, how quickly could they know if it connects back to the DNA on the glove or the DNA in the house?
Darling.
Well, that could be very quick because there's such a thing as rapid DNA now. And I'm sure they are using it in this case since it is so timely. And with those, you can create those law enforcement profiles, the type of DNA that's entered into the CODIS database, very quickly, almost immediately. And so that's something that they should have results on extremely quickly.
And when you say quickly, is it like hours?
Let me hear this.
Yes.
I need to go back.
Hours.
Okay, so I'm just thinking because this
that's not something that they would need to use genetic genealogy to match any of the one campaigns in cases like this. So that's just a straight profile, one-to-one comparison. Do any of those individual?
See, that's why I said, like the one-to-one, like if you're just comparing the DNA, if it matches, it's instant almost. It's almost instantaneously. Have you ever seen like on crime shows where there's like different markers and they line them up and they match? That's DNA. They're looking for those markers. It's what they can pretty much, you can almost, you do it visually and match it even.
Match any of, and does the DNA profile from any of those persons of interest match any of the DNA that was found in the house. If they did, that's obviously huge. Even if it matched that glove, that could be really telling, right? Because that's unlikely to be a coincidence then. That's not something that they would need to use genetic genealogy for. So that is just the traditional type of testing and comparisons.
How long does it take to get results for something like that? Like if they go and do a search warrant and swab someone, how quickly could they know if it connects back to the DNA on the glove or the DNA in the house?
Well, that could be very quick because there's such a thing as
Yeah. Lean on me.
Yeah.
That's something that, again, in my opinion, he's not off my radar either. He's not off my radar either because, again, this is a very, very, very high profile case. Number one. And I don't think that they just got there coincidentally. And his interview that he did, he's like, he's like, I'm going to go to prison forever or something like that.
For
And I
life.
thought,
Yeah.
yeah, life. Like they're going to send me to prison for life or something. I'm like,
And yeah. And then he says, all they got on me is my phone.
yeah.
What is that? All they got on me was my
And
phone.
again, it makes me think that
What else? Yeah. What else did you do?
there's more in a group here that
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
this was not done alone, in my
No.
opinion, at all.
Yeah.
rapid DNA now. And I'm sure they are using it in this case since it is so timely. And with those, you can create those law enforcement profiles, the type of DNA that's entered into the CODIS database very quickly, almost immediately. And so that's something that they should have results on extremely quickly.
And when you say quickly, is it like hours even?
Yes, hours.
Okay, so I'm just thinking because this latest raid was on Friday night. It's now, when we're doing this interview, it's Sunday. There have still been no arrests. So maybe they've already gotten the results by this point.
They may have. It just depends what technology they're using. Typically, it would take, I'd say, overnight, a full day if they're using the traditional crime scene analysis. But if they're using one of those rapid DNA analysis machines, which I would be very surprised if they weren't, that is very, very quick. So they would already have answers to some of those questions, I imagine.
If they've sent everything so far to this lab in Florida, which the sheriff's department uses, if they do a swab of someone here, do they then have to send it to that lab? Or can they do something here where they just compare it?
They could do something there if they have the rapid DNA machine there. So the private lab, the outside lab.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting. They could do it there to compare that. So,
what type of DNA do you think they actually found inside Nancy's house? Blood, skin cells, semen? Like, I hate to even say that.
I think it was either some touch DNA, some skin cells.
Saliva.
Yeah, I think it was probably touch or skin cells kind of thing. Most likely.
The saliva from the light thing was smart last night, though. What the one lady said, she talked about the bite light.
Yes.
And right there would have been saliva if they put it in their pocket. Their saliva would have been on their glove.
And I'll be honest with you. I think Nancy was, I think she wasn't mobile, but I think she had. I think that she didn't go. I think she would have put up a fight as much as she could have, to be honest with you.
If she heard them, that's the one thing. They could have snuck up on her and then immediately tied her up or something.
And yeah,
which I
didn't get your text, Sassy. No, I didn't. Maybe did you send it at 6:43?
I remember that. I remember hearing something. Their machine was down or something in the beginning.
All that, yes, their machine, their rapid machine was down.
And that's another.
Can't you get another one? Says, I don't know how they can rule out all the members of the family when this could be. Thank you. I agree. When this could be a for hire without the persons identified. I don't know how that works, but what I do know, must be sending another text. Unless they just know exactly. Okay, that's a good point. That made me think right there.
Ooh.
If you know, if you can start ruling people out, then you have to know more. Right?
Yep.
Am I right or am I right? When you are starting to rule people out, you know the direction it's headed. You're just waiting at that time.
Or maybe they're doing a smoke screen. But hey,
again, what confuses me more than anything is why, say it till I'm blue in the face, why were they at Tommaso and Annie's house over and over and over and over and over again? Because
absolutely.
If you needed, I mean, if you've got Nancy's DNA, her DNA's all in her house,
Mm-hmm.
you know, with everything like that. Again, what I don't know. It's again, I don't know if we can trust the sheriff, to be quite honest with you.
I agree, because he's
until the FBI says the family is cleared, or certain members of the family are cleared. I'm just not, because this sheriff has went and said so many things
and backtracked
and pulled back.
Absolutely. And then they just upped the reward too. So I don't know if they knew more, and why up the reward too. I don't know. I guess I can go both ways, but still.
See, legal says they were at Annie's house to clear their alibi. I don't think you need to go 5 times to clear their alibi.
Or do you know?
It's possible someone followed them to Nancy's house home from Annie's. Yeah, that's possible, but why are you looking in their backyard?
And 3 blocks away from their home.
I don't know. I don't know. This is a very, very, very complex case.
Also, it's like he cleared everybody in the family the day after there was allegedly like some kind of, I don't know if it was a letter or a text or something sent from the family to the sheriff. Remember how there was some articles saying that there was some
pressure on the sheriff?
Wish I had that article.
Well, and just day before yesterday, the sheriff said nobody was cleared, not even the family.
Yeah,
day before yesterday.
The day before, yeah. I agree. I don't trust anything the sheriff says anymore.
Why can't Tommaso and Annie remember what they had for dinner that night, or what Nancy had on? I don't know if they can. I don't know anything about that though. I have not heard that.
Nancy was probably in her pajamas if she was sleeping. I would guess. I don't see too many people sleeping in their clothes, but I mean, hey.
I mean, I would have walked my 84-year-old elderly mother-in-law in, but that's me. maybe she didn't, I'm just trying to give benefit of the doubt. Maybe she didn't want that kind of things. No, I'm independent. I can do it on my own.
Yeah. Well, and that's just it, Justin. Where's the timeline at? This and the time difference too. So if she had trouble walking to the end of the driveway, right, she's probably walked slowly. And it says that family drops Nancy off at her home at 9:48. 9:49 garage opens. So they pull up in the car at 9:48, right?
Mm-hmm.
She opens the car door. Garage door opens at 9:49. Garage door closes a minute later. So within 2 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
she's in already with the door closed. That's quick.
A lot can happen in 2 minutes. You'd be surprised, even for.
I don't
I think a
know.
lot can happen.
It takes me like 2 minutes just to get out of my freaking vehicle.
I don't know, but I can tell you one thing. Of course, whatever vehicle Tommaso dropped them off, they're going to make sure that the software says that door opened at that specific time. And I don't mean the garage door. I mean the car door.
The car door, yes. And then what kind of vehicle did they drop her off in? Is it an SUV? Because she'd probably need help trying to get out of the SUV. I mean, unless she said, no, I don't want help. But
yeah, well, Tommaso dropped her off. Is this a usual thing for Tommaso to drop her off as well?
She dropped her off. Did he see anybody around in the area when he dropped her off? I mean, and the person being there for a long time, right? They were there for like 40 freaking minutes.
Yeah, which is
the perpetrator
is extremely rare.
It means they're comfortable.
It means they're very comfortable. They know that the popo aren't coming.
Exactly.
They know, and it's that's a lot of times makes me think, oh, was she alive when she went out?
Yeah.
Because nobody heard any screaming or anything that we're aware of. And but again, okay, let's think about this. If one or more perpetrators there for 43 minutes,
mm-hmm.
and they are, whether, let's say, heaven forbid, that they did something to Nancy there, that she was unalive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't they take some stuff that we're aware of to date? Nothing was taken.
And some people might be like, well, they were probably scared. Because something happened to her inside. So they were trying to get rid of the body. But if there was two, see, that makes more sense that there was two to carry her out.
But if you're
there to steal stuff, you're going to be quiet as possible. And I don't even think she would have heard anything because her hearing aids were out. But hey, I don't know. And they're going to get in and get out. If they hear someone saying, hey, what are you doing in my house? They're going to freaking run out. They're not going to deal with someone. Mm-hmm. Thieves are quiet. They come steal stuff and they leave. They don't want to interact with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Quick as thieves. That's where that saying comes from.
The important thing is they knew from jump that
mm-hmm.
this was a crime, and homicide mm-hmm. was there from jump,
mm-hmm.
right? From the beginning, which means something had to be obvious.
Yeah.
That something went really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, alive or not. Something had to be really bad inside the house.
And then we all think that Nancy was sleeping too. Maybe she was up watching TV. or
I don't think she was up watching TV because I think she had to be somewhere very early in the morning.
Oh yeah, church. Yeah. Well, what 11, 9 or 11, right?
No, go listen to Chris McDonough from the interview room. She had to be somewhere early. Like this friend or something, like to be at that church service, she had to be there pretty early, from what I understand. He did a live last night with Vinnie Politan and some other.
Yeah, but it says on that article that her friend wrote, or her friend. Hold on, let me see. Where's that article? I thought it said 11. Well, yeah, it was 11 o'clock in New York, so it would be 9 or 10 our time. Where is it at?
Right, which means. Thank you so much, Miss Ginger. Good to see you, my dear. I think she recognized the perp, and I don't think he was expecting it. Also, that's an interesting point. It could be. Also, what is everyone's opinion? One perp or more than one? I would say absolutely more than one.
More, yeah, more than one.
Yeah. Sorry if you covered this already. I'm late. Love you all. Love you too, darling, and thank you so much, my dear. Love your new photo. I think she recognized the perp, and I mean that's a point. That's a point. I think it almost. I don't know. Is it? She could have recognized them or recognized their voice.
Mm-hmm.
If talking loud. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very possible. Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you very, very much, my love. Hey, Serenity. Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate that. I think it was the interview room last night. Yes, said thieves don't usually wear ski masks because it covers their ears and they don't hear very well. That's interesting. I didn't get to watch all of it last night, but that could make sense. That could make sense. But your ears can really identify you.
Mm-hmm.
Yours are very unique to you as well. But that
very true. Very true.
That could be a point. I'm going to go back and listen to that, Serenity. If you know where the timestamp is, please send it to me as well. I really don't know how to know nothing was taken, especially if it was small items. I doubt the family went through everything carefully, and that's true. They may not know everything their mother has, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything their mother has. But it's almost certain, in my opinion. What's wrong?
Oh, I was just reading something somebody said.
Okay. I think it's almost certain that Annie would have a key to this, to the home, right? Your 84-year-old mother, who is not very mobile. Certainly, if something happened and she fell, and we've all of us who has an aging or elderly family member that we're really close to, we got a key or a password because if they fall, break a hip or whatever.
Yep.
Motocross wear the underhelmets. Interesting. Yes, because she opened, they hit her. I wonder that as well. If she went to the door. But again, a thief's best friend is sound. A thief's best friend is sound. Well, it's a double-edged sword, I would say. It depends on how you look at it. Right? It can drown out, but it can also, like if it's a very quiet area and someone's loud and there's people close by, it can go the opposite.
Yeah, I just don't think.
No, she
And
was
also-
sharp as a tack. Her
Yeah.
memory was great.
If you look at the other videos too, the other ring videos, you can tell those people are there for one thing, and that's to steal stuff. Like, I mean, they're checking car doors. This person didn't like check anything. They were getting
the
into
ones we
that.
can't, the ones we don't know are related. I want to make that clear. Yeah.
Yes. We just the other ones that they showed, the ones we don't know
Yeah.
if they're related.
It was in the area.
Now we don't have all of the video. It would be nice to have all the video,
Mhm.
but this person was on a mission.
Yeah, I don't think they were there just to rob her.
No,
There's just nothing that will convince me that
me either.
you're just not going to convince me that they was just there to rob her. And then this ransom note suddenly goes into two
Yeah.
local stations and TMZ.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Mm-mm.
not a chance. All right, let me listen.
Is going to be most useful when it comes to creating a SNP profile, which is what we use for genetic genealogy. Many labs, including crime labs, the FBI, many others, are able to create that traditional STR profile, that short tandem repeat profile. That's what law enforcement has used for decades. That is what they use to charge someone with a crime and eventually convict somebody with a crime. And so there's a wide capability to do that. So they could have sent it to their own crime lab there in Arizona.
Exactly.
They could have sent it to the FBI for that, or they could also have DNA Labs International in Florida working on that part of the case. That's a much more quick process as compared to creating the SNP profile and trying to perform genetic genealogy on it.
Yeah, when I think of genetic genealogy, I think of the Koberger case, which I think is the first time that a lot of people had ever heard of that.
Mm-hmm.
Is it essentially where they go? Well, tell me could they use it in a case like this?
Okay,
Oh,
guys,
absolutely. In fact,
we're
I've
going to
been
get right back to this, but Brian Enton actually just dropped a tweet that we're going to go to, and we'll get straight back to this because I do want to hear about this DNA. This is just coming out from Mr. Enton. FBI agents have been to several Pew Pew stores, GUN stores in Tucson, with a list of 40, F-O-R-T-Y, 40 people and their photos, looking to see if any of them were in the store or purchased a weapon. Now, that's very interesting. 40. Now, that's a lot of people, though.
Do you think our person's going to buy I would say sidearm or something like that, locally? Do you think they're going to buy everything locally that they needed?
I mean, this could be a stolen Pew Pew.
Mm-hmm.
It could be, whatever. But why are they looking for a Pew Pew? How do we know? Well, I mean, we know that there was a GUN on his, with the
How do we
strap,
know?
that he had between his legs there.
Yeah, how do we know what type it was and stuff?
I think they could probably tell that, couldn't they?
Mm-hmm.
They came here up.
Was there residue inside the house that we don't know about? We've never been told if there was one used inside the home or anything like that. If there was residue from one, then they could take that. or a shell and go around to stores that carry them and look that way. But
Yeah.
I think they're just doing the process of elimination with stuff like that right now. Well, obviously with everything, but I feel they don't really have much. I really don't, because everything has been so delayed.
I think they have a lot more.
You think so?
I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do, because I think they're just waiting for certain things back. I made a point earlier. I'm trying to remember what it was. I said if they didn't have it, then they wouldn't.
Oh yeah, with the DNA. If they wouldn't if they didn't get DNA from the glove, then they wouldn't. Oh, I'm trying to remember what you said too. I know what you said, but it's hard to put into words.
What it was, but I'll think of it in a second.
Been waiting for that to happen, just hoping that there would be DNA found that was not tied to any of the known individuals from the home, because that will solve the case if nothing else does. It's just a matter of time then. If they have that DNA, that person who left that DNA will be identified.
So the stranger's DNA in the house, they could figure out who that person is, even if
Absolutely, yes.
just they could come up with it almost out of nowhere. Even if none of these
it's a lot
others.
of work.
Yeah,
It's not out of nowhere, but it is a highly reliable method of reverse engineering somebody's identity just from their DNA. So if someone leaves their DNA behind at a crime scene, then they absolutely can and eventually will be identified through investigative genetic genealogy. What is going to determine how long that takes is what population group that person is from. So if their ancestry is from Latin America and they have recent immigrant ancestors, it'll be much more difficult to identify that individual. So it could take a lot longer. We have a lot of those Hispanic cases, and they tend to take weeks, months, or years compared to somebody who has deep roots in the United States and primarily Northwest European ancestry.
Is that because if you are Hispanic and your family just came here recently, you're not in as many databases? You don't have distant relatives in as many databases?
Exactly. Now, they could get lucky and there could be a close relative in the genetic genealogy databases, but that's really unlikely. And that's because despite the fact that over 50 million people have taken direct consumer DNA tests, for law enforcement cases, we are limited to the 2 or 3 smallest databases, which is less than 2 million people. And I'm hearing a lot of misconceptions out there. People are saying they can use Ancestry, they can use 23andMe. That is not true. Ancestry, 23andMe, and MyHeritage, the 3 largest consumer DNA databases, have barred law enforcement's use. And there are 2 well-known databases, GEDmatch and Family.
I did not know that. That's new to me. That's interesting though, because see, I've been a 23andMe member since 2012. And I remember you could check a box whether you wanted like your DNA to be able to be shared with like law enforcement stuff. So it must have changed the law since then, I guess.
I've never done it, so.
So they use just GEDmatch now. Okay, we're gonna go to Brian. 1 second.
I know, Card Shop Mom.
What is it?
Oh, Card Shop Mom. Yeah, nobody trusts the sheriff. I just can't.
Okay, something just 1 second.
Oh, yeah. Bought out the data.
Okay. I love the way Brian waves every time. Hi, guys.
Hey guys, so some new information that I was just able to confirm. There are several gun stores in Tucson where the FBI has shown up and has brought a list of 40 names and 40 photos. So 40 names and 40 photos, and is asking the gun stores to tell them whether or not these people have been inside the store or whether or not they have purchased a gun. So this is brand new information. I don't know if that means that there's 40 suspects or persons of interest, or if they mixed a couple of names in there. That I don't know. And confirm that several gun stores say that that the FBI showed up with a list of 40 names and 40 photos and asked them to confirm whether those people have been inside the store or whether they have purchased a gun. And this is in the Tucson area. So that's pretty significant. Again, as the investigation continues, we're waiting on the DNA evidence. Libby Dean, one of my coworkers, is reporting that the DNA has not been put into CODIS yet. The DNA from the glove that was found, that should be happening soon. That's the federal database where they can kind of cross-reference it against other suspects. So just wanted to give you guys the latest. Hey guys.
So no DNA for glove yet.
I mean, 40, that's a lot of people.
What could the 40 people be? Just maybe people that have been arrested before, suspects, people.
But this is the thing. Like, if there's 40 people that they're trying to.
That bought. So that means people that are legally able to buy.
Well.
Because people can't buy them if they've committed crimes before, right?
Yeah.
You can't, if you have certain charges, you can't buy them.
That makes Aunt Shell, that makes me wonder. That makes me wonder if they don't have a lot.
Let's see. And someone to go into a store to buy it, they have to do a background check. No, even people that have the DV or any kind of
any felony.
Yeah, or any misdemeanor too, with any kind of
No,
DV or
not
anything.
misdemeanor. Misdemeanor you can buy.
Well, certain states you can't.
A misdemeanor?
Yeah, pretty
I've
sure.
never heard that.
Yeah, I'll Google it. Hold on. Whoops. Pretty sure.
Mm-mm.
I'm trying not to type loud.
A misdemeanor can be
well, battery, simple battery. Let's look up that. Hold on, let me see.
it's only felony. I'm pretty sure on that.
Provided it was not okay. In Arizona, you can generally buy it with a misdemeanor simple battery conviction, provided it was not a DV violence and you are not otherwise. Well, I think you can have a DV violence. Let me see.
It's got to be a violent crime.
So any violent crime. Well, misdemeanors are violent crimes too, aren't they? I don't know. If you were convicted of
not
DV offense.
Serious.
Let's see. In Arizona, only felonies or misdemeanor Okay. In Arizona, only felonies or misdemeanor DV convictions generally prohibit your rights.
Yep. Major news here. Major news. That's about this car. Michael Ruiz from Fox News. That says a neighbor. Okay. There was a vehicle with what appeared to be significant front end damage that we showed you guys earlier. We was talking about this. Update. A neighbor tells Dugan Ramirez that the car was towed at the direction of State Farm, the insurance, not law enforcement, because it was totaled in the crash last week. So this car that we talked about earlier, that people said that there was no report on, no crash report. This was towed by State Farm, not law enforcement. Not law enforcement. I'm trying to clear any misinformation out as possible. You know what I mean?
Yep, because we didn't know before. So now we know.
Yes.
So this has nothing to do. It's just because the insurance wants to take over.
What? Yeah, it's totaled. It's totaled now. And I will say that Michael Ruiz is a really good source.
Yeah, I follow him too.
So a couple of things that we know now is, okay, another update. The neighbor tells me the car's owner is, quote, pissed, end quote, about Friday night raid. And his mother is upset because she doesn't know what's going on, but everyone wants Nancy Guthrie found.
So that's a 70-year-old lady that he lives with, or his mom. I can imagine that.
The Range Rover car that we're talking about.
Okay.
Right, two different cars.
Okay, so this isn't the guy with the 70-year-old mom. Oh my gosh, there's so many.
This is.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
So two different tweets. Two different tweets came in. Good sources here.
Okay.
So the first thing that I was originally telling you is that, go over here. This car, right, that everyone thought was something. This was towed from State Farm Insurance, not law enforcement, has nothing to do with anything whatsoever. This one, the Charger. Now, second thing. Actually, let me go back here. With the raid that they did the other night, with that's linked to the Range Rover. Got me? That's linked to the Range Rover. Remember, they pulled that guy over, and then there was allegedly two guys in the house and the elderly mother. That was the federal raid. Remember, I think that they'll be back there.
Yes.
Okay. Michael Ruiz tweeted. He retweeted rather. The neighbor tells me the car's owner is pissed about Friday night's raid. And his mother is upset because she doesn't know what's going on. And remember, the neighbor who was like an attorney. Remember, the elderly mother, she couldn't go in her house. She couldn't go in her house.
Yeah.
Yes. She couldn't go in her house, so she stayed over at the neighbor's house, and she didn't know what was going on. She didn't know what was going on then. Like, she was so confused. This poor 70-year-old woman has no idea what's going on with allegedly people in her house.
Mm-hmm.
I feel really bad for her.
I do too. I do too.
Wasn't the Range Rover up for sale? The Range Rover was sold a week
Prior. Yeah.
prior to Nancy going missing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You don't think she's confused, OG? I don't think the 70-year-old woman knows.
I don't think so either.
I don't think she knows.
Innocent bystander.
But she might. She might. But I think there just might be some heathens in her family, and she doesn't know. Absolutely, Rutui. The FBI must have evidence to raid that house.
Mm-hmm.
It's a federal warrant.
I think the car too.
Say that again?
The car, the Range Rover, has a big part in it too.
Absolutely.
That car place, where they bought it, I don't know. Something's up with that too. Just gives me a bad feeling. I don't.
She might be a counselor. But because she's, in my opinion, because she's a counselor or a doctor or an attorney, I'm telling you, whenever you have someone in your family that's a professional like that, whether they're a doctor or anything, it all goes out the window when it comes to their family.
Mm-hmm.
Again, look at the Tepe case. Spencer Monique Tepe.
Yeah. And I even overlooked the ex-husband because he was a doctor. And I feel stupid for that.
Well, I mean, it's, you know.
When you look at doctors, they're supposed to heal you, not hurt you, you know?
You think it's a MNS thinks it's a cartel operation.
I'm not.
I completely disagree.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, well, I mean, again, Claude Queen says that Range Rover was their suspect, and that is what the sheriff. Think about this, Daphne.
Mm-hmm.
Because Claude Queen brings up a great point. The sheriff is quoted of saying the Range Rover was their suspect.
Yep, and that was put into evidence.
Mm-hmm.
So the Range Rover is this. You know, I said something earlier, and people might think this is stupid, but what if, this is allegedly my speculation, what if something's going on where the place that sells the vehicles, right? And what's the best way to get rid of evidence? You sell the vehicles. If you're doing crimes in those vehicles, clean up the vehicles. You have the perfect place right there. You can clean them, paint them, do whatever, and then sell them. They're no longer attached to you, except the place where, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I
They
mean,
belong to someone else.
anything is possible. I personally don't think, you know, I
It's
don't
a lot,
personally don't think that, but is it possible? Yes. I think that there could be, I think that I don't want to talk about a business, a specific business, because that's, you know, a lot of, you know, so we're not talking about that specific business. She wasn't mentioning that specific business right there, but just,
Yeah, no,
you know,
I was just saying it would
what
be.
it is in general.
Yes, exactly.
But I know that a lot of these in the past, these little hole in the wall dealerships or business, they use it for other, you know, it's their front.
Their front.
And
Yeah.
they have a lot going on in the back.
Exactly.
If you know what I mean. I'm not saying this specific business or any business in general. But
Kind of like Grand Theft Auto kind of thing.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of I know a doctor. He actually he's from Africa, and he sends like a lot of vehicles over to Africa. Specifically like luxury vehicles, and they're just average luxury vehicles. Like they're older, but they're well taken care of. But he sends them to Africa because like they pay a substantial amount of money for vehicles that are luxury. You know what I mean? So like there's all kinds of ways that people to do it. Like and I'm like, damn, doesn't that cost a lot? Like, should I ship a package to the UK that's this big and they charge me $200? How much is it to ship a car?
Yeah, I know, right?
It's like
Tier, let's see you get a better theory. I'm sure you don't even have any brain cells to come up with one.
Who is it?
Go
Who is
kick
it?
rocks.
Oh, does somebody need some tension?
Yeah, Tier needs a diaper change. Go on. Freaking stupid.
Let me
Gotta have one every night. Bye. Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
Tier 1 lawn dude.
Did I hit a nerve?
I guess. It's called sarcasm.
Yes.
Dipshit. Especially in California. Yeah.
17 times.
What do you mean, Brian? We're gonna have a tier. We're gonna have a tier because of tier. Just a TEAR. The dealership takes me back to the bite light and the nitrate gloves. Ooh.
Yes.
Good point, Anne. Could the Range Rover owner be connected to someone at the dealership? And in my opinion, I'll say this. I'm not saying that these people are related to a crime, but I will say that I think there is a connection as far as relationship goes. You know what I mean? Like family members, yes. And if you have a light like that, think about that. You could look in little parts of the car or cleaning little parts of the car.
Yeah.
You got gloves, obviously. People who clean the cars and work and all that.
It is possible. Yeah.
Yes, Annette.
That's what they're used in. Rhonda says, I wear the same gloves and I work with resins for my jewelry and artwork.
That's amazing. I love resins and stuff like that. In the email that just came in, if the email that just came in is accurate and the person emailing TMZ is a person who has been found guilty of a crime, he is probably in the know of the other offender, and since he states Mexico, maybe that's, I don't know. Hold on, let me see Matt. He says,
yeah, they're not hard to find, those black gloves. I mean, they're everywhere.
oh no, they're absolutely everywhere.
I kind of want to know how many pairs he had on.
I think a lot.
Yeah, and layers of clothing too. Lots of layers.
Is there any validity to the APS card in her door, the Adult Protective Service, if it was marked 3, like I'm hearing, it was marked 3, like I'm hearing, she's been marked as in danger of being exploited. Well, so that came after, I'm pretty sure, didn't it?
Mhm.
You know something that's think about this. This just made me think of a theory that I've never thought of. Let's say, for instance, Nancy was being exploited and someone caught wind. A neighbor, a family member,
Mhm.
a friend, and she may have not even thought she was being exploited, but she has refinanced her house 3 or 4 times. And someone reported her to Adult Protective Services, reported the situation to Adult Protective Services. And they caught wind of it. Or Nancy, well, let me just say this, that the person that was exploiting Nancy in this theory caught wind of it, and they had her kidnapped before Adult Protective Services got there.
It could. That's a stretch.
Is it? Is it? So think about this. Someone has your mother,
Mhm.
right? And it's your cousin or your, uncle by marriage or whatever, or a neighbor. And they keep getting money off of your mom. And you keep saying, Mom, stop. You are draining your fucking pockets. Got me? It happens every day. That happens
it does.
every day.
Mhm.
You can't help them anymore, Mom. You've paid through them through rehab, or you've heard every story in the book.
Yep.
Right? You don't stop, Mom, I'm going to get law enforcement or someone involved. You're 84 years old. You don't need this stress in your life anymore.
Mhm.
Okay? You call Adult Protective Services. And someone gets wind of it. You know.
Like neighbor. Yeah.
The person, yeah. Like and you kidnap her. You kidnap Nancy, the person that's being exploited, before Adult Protective Services get there. And
So
they don't really know that she's missing. They just put a card in the door. Because that's what CPS does.
Yeah. I thought that was so freaking weird when that card.
Just a theory that I haven't thought of.
Yeah. I'm thinking about it right now. It's interesting. Yeah, because it happens all the time. There's
It
that
happens
one
every day. We all know
there's that
somebody
one
that
always.
It's
I
your
lost money.
sister, your brother, your aunt, your uncle that's always going, look at Daniel and Jane, or Daniel and Malaya.
Yeah.
From Jack and Lily's case.
Yeah, with her
They
grandmother.
exploit the shit out of a moocher.
And it's somebody that feels like they're owed something. all the time. Like everybody owes them something that they deserve. Yeah.
Someone just texted me, and that made me think.
Well, yeah, because that card. I found it to be very, and it's still there, isn't it? Isn't it still there in the door?
Well,
As of
I
now?
think that they might have taken it out by now. Hey, Magdalena, thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you very, very much, lovelies. If you received that, make sure you thank our beautiful Magdalena. Thank you so much, love. But, again, three or four refinancing. And this is the thing. If someone who feels like they deserve it, or you've told them yes, 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 and you finally have to put your foot down.
Yeah, you have to cut them off.
Right? Or you say to the person that's coming, I cannot give you any more money. My daughter or my kid or my brother or my whoever said I cannot do it anymore. They're going to call the police. They can see my account or whatever. You don't know who can see whose account either.
Exactly. It'd have to be somebody in the family, though, you would think, though.
You'd be surprised.
Or a close friend.
Don't know.
I wonder how many neighbors actually that live around her actually went to the neighbor's house for church services.
How many what?
Like, how she was supposed to go, because, we were just talking about neighbors, like, and how she goes to church in the morning on Sunday at the neighbor's house. I wonder if other neighbors in the area also go to this neighbor's house to watch church services, or if it's just Nancy and I can't remember what her name is.
Yeah, it's not any of the neighbors. I'm almost certain on that. I was watching a person who said financial advisors will actually tell elderly to keep getting money out of their house. I don't know if it's good advice, but it's what they said. Yeah.
It's really sad.
I don't see how, again, you don't know anyone's financial situation, right? But I don't know how Nancy is 84 years old, right? And why she would need to refinance her house 3 times. She's very established in Tucson. Her daughter makes mega money, right? She's been in Tucson since the 70s. She's lived there since the 90s in that house.
And that's the thing. And when she I don't remember the exact dates. I know one was like in 2008 or something. That was like the worst freaking time to refinance your house. And you would think if she owned her home since the 90s, it should have been paid off. So who was, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying, okay, it's, a lot of people refinance their home. But the thing is, 3 times, and she's a very established person, just like Justin said. But to refinance it around 2008, that was when the housing...
You can check Beauty Lover.
That was when the freaking interest rates like flew up like crazy. Remember, that was like the worst housing crisis ever in the United States.
Oh, that was the Great Recession.
Yes, 2009 or 2008-9, and that's around the time it looked like she refinanced. So that just doesn't make sense. But why would you take it out then, though? I don't know.
Regardless, I just don't understand why she would refinance 3 times. But
Yeah.
again, you don't just know, people do different things with their money.
Yeah. 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 I've my first feeling I've had with this case, and I still have the same exact gut feeling. I feel that what Justin just said with the whole someone that feels like they're owed something or something in that matter, and they were left out of, I don't want to say will, I don't know. Because usually in a will, it's family members, and we just were told that the family was cleared. But could it be like a close friend of the family that could have been expecting something or needed help from, or
Right.
somebody counseled, or somebody close to her that she met at church that just kind of snuck their way in?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Thank you,
Thank
Golden
you, my
Pearl.
dear. Thank you.
According to my Kelsey, my mod, she says financial exploitation may consist of unauthorized use of funds, coercion for assets, misappropriation of resources, or improper management of individuals' financial benefits. Financial exploitation is the #1 crime against seniors.
Yeah. My uncle, when my grandmother was older, they gave him power of attorney, and he literally spent all of her freaking money. She went to go shopping one day and she's like, I have no money in my account. Yeah. So it happens all the time. It's so sad. And makes me so mad. But it really is. So I'm wondering if something like that did happen, where she just put her foot down and said enough's enough, or another family member or friend said something to her about it.
It's got to be
Has to be.
something.
And I feel like Bitcoin is a big thing in this too. I feel like maybe they lost a lot in that. I don't.
That's funny. I've got everyone calling Tommaso Tomato now.
Everybody.
They were throwing tomatoes in JLR's chat earlier.
Oh, it was so bad. The whole chat was orange.
I do that. Like sometimes if I can't remember someone's name, I think of a certain thing, and that's how.
Yes. You're
You
so
say
funny.
tomato, I say Tommaso. That's how I remember his name.
I remember in the beginning you were like, and that's how you remembered it.
Yeah. Sassy text me.
Or insurance reasons, life insurance. Remember what we were talking about earlier with the, I don't know.
Hold on. What is this?
I mean, there's always a motive to it. What is a motive to take an elderly lady from her home in the middle of the night? It's just, maybe she gave it to the church.
Boy, this is interesting. Nano accused of interfering with mansion party bust for chief's deputy family in 2016. In August, this is September 22nd, 2016. In August, Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos told reporters that his office would get the culprits behind the destruction of expensive homes during mansion pirates. Yet this week, Nanos maneuvered to the end that investigation and allowed key evidence to be destroyed. It isn't the first time that the Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos has been accused of thwarting an investigation on behalf of his chiefs. But many hope it is the last time Nano's tendencies leave Pima County residents victimized twice. According to the source, a joint operation involving the Pima County Sheriff's Department, Marinara School Resource Officers, the Tucson Police, and the Oro Valley Police Department was brought effectively to the end when officers attempted to arrest the nephew of Chief Deputy Chris Radtalk. I think it's the juvenile, a student at Empire High School, was identified as one of the 80 associated adults and juveniles between the ages of 15 and 20 years who allegedly broke into a high-end vacant properties for parties. The group is accused of leaving homes in shambles, including broken windows, holes in walls, and in one case, according to KVOA, reported a door was ripped off its hinges. The Pima County detective identified 18 students and they interviewed and obtained a prosecutor warrant for the Pima County Superior Judge to seize all cell phones and evidence. The potential charges included first-degree criminal trespass, felony 6, criminal damage greater than 10,000, criminal damage greater than 5,000, burglary on the second degree, all of that. Detectives watched as tweets went out to the suspects to delete any of their information on their phone. Damn. The juvenile called his mother. Within minutes, all detectives and investigators were told to stand down by order of Sheriff Nanos. Sources report that officers were advised that no one was to be arrested and was not to take any of the cell phones. All collected evidence was returned. Detectives watched as tweets went out for suspects to delete any of their information on their phones. Later, detectives found that the cell phones were set to factory reset or erased. Combined damages cost $50,000. I mean, it's not the end of the world. But if you want to see that, you can read the rest there. Thank you so much, Miss Serenity. My mother-in-law got a call saying my son was in jail in Vegas and needed to get $10,000 to get him out. She gave this person the money. Oh my God.
Gosh.
My son has never been to Vegas. Oh God, Serenity.
Oh my God.
It can happen to anybody. It can really happen to anybody.
Yeah.
One time I got a call saying my electric bill was getting ready to be cut off. My electric was getting ready to be cut off. And I had just paid it. And I was like, okay, thank you. Click. And then I called the number back. And it was spoofed.
Yeah.
It called.
They've been doing that.
It actually called someone in Nevada. Or it was Nevada or California. I can't remember. And they were like, I've been getting calls all day.
Oh.
And it was like spoofed to go to this one phone number. And I was like, I am so sorry. But I certainly reported that.
Oh, yeah. You got to be careful. I have my bank number call me, right? And someone was like asking me, and they sounded so professional until they said, oh, what's the last user name and password you used on your account? And I knew right there it was fake. And I'm like, oh my gosh, these people are getting so good. They can spoof the number to make it look like your actual bank or anything.
Yeah. Just say you'll call them back because don't ever feel under pressure to obligate to, I don't care if it's a bill collector or who the hell it is. Don't feel, say, okay, I will check this information and I'll call you back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, it's horrible.
2024 supervisors vote to request investigation. I think it's not good. I'm not sure if it's gonna work out good for him or not. There's a lot of investigation going on,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion. Daff, do you have anything you want to?
No, where do you think, I do want to ask everybody, where do you think we go on from here on out? Do you think the sheriff is going to be out of this soon? Like, it seems like he's getting a lot of backlash from everyone, from every side. And do you think that they actually, I mean, I know Justin believes that they have more than what they're leading on. I believe they got leads, but yet it's kind of
I don't know, after the 40 people, but Nerdy Addict put, which lucky 40 Tucson residents will the SWAT bust through the doors and their phone seize next? Lottery.
I'm glad I don't live there.
It's not funny, but it's funny. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. No, I know.
I mean, already busted. It's like you just usually don't see anything like that in a case.
I've never seen anything like this in my life, you guys. I haven't, other than in a movie, like we said the other night.
I mean, it's stranger than fiction.
It is stranger than fiction. When you have a sheriff who's like working against, right?
Feels like it.
And then flip-flops, says one thing one day and the next day is completely opposite, or denies saying it. And then the news take it down. Yeah, it doesn't. I agree, Golden. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Fox is saying this right here. 1 second. FBI gives update on DNA from glove in Nancy Guthrie case.
This just come out
1 hour ago. It says an FBI official told Fox News Digital DNA recovered from the glove believed tied to the suspect in the Nancy Guthrie case is still ongoing quality control testing in the private lab. Okay, we gotcha.
Okay.
We already know. Okay, 53 minutes ago. Former FBI analysis believes Guthrie suspect amateur Savannah's latest message tailored to him. Sheriff says investigators stuck on motive in Guthrie case. They ain't got shit.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, was somebody being a troll?
Oh, it was that tier person who I think I know who it is. Thank you, Robin. You are amazing.
You're amazing, Robin. Thank you so much.
I think it was my stalker,
Trolls
actually.
happen everywhere. We give them love.
Yeah, I know who it is.
Yeah, it's the wrist to me.
Yeah. With the tattoo?
Tattoo? Brian, is that what you mean, like the tattoo? Hey, Shannon, baby, how are you? This case is like a forever dream. I know.
Yes, it is. It really is.
It's
sorry.
No, please.
Oh, I didn't know my camera was off. I apologize. Earlier, someone was trying to figure out the clothing, and she thinks it looks like maybe the perpetrator was wearing some Lululemon, which is a very pricey clothing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Lululemon is very pricey.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of women, it's more women's clothes, right, than men.
Yeah, well, it is more. I mean, women tend to like it more than men, but they do make men's clothing.
Yeah. Like yoga pants, I think, when I think of
Yeah.
Lululemon, right, guys?
Pretty much.
I don't
pretty
own a
much.
pair. They're like $100 yoga pants.
Ditto, Robin.
Thank you, Miss Jen. You're amazing. Thank you. You guys are great. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Oh, hold on. I didn't show this. Let me show this. Wait a second.
All right, so we just got a big news update from the FBI in the Nancy Guthrie case. We heard last week that they found some gloves along this road here. This is North Campbell Avenue. It runs north to south near the home of Nancy Guthrie. What we heard last week was that they found a pair of gloves. We've now learned this morning that local sheriffs in Pima County found 16 pairs of gloves. But of those 16 pairs of gloves, one in particular is especially interesting because that one may be a match to what was seen on Nancy Guthrie's Nest doorbell camera video. So the FBI says there's a DNA profile recovered from those gloves. They're testing right now. They're going to run it against the CODIS database, which has all the criminals registered in the country. They're going to see if there's a match within 24 hours.
He looks so familiar to me.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Was he the one with JLR earlier? Maybe not. I don't know.
We're expecting possibly some kind of lead in the case to come out of that. If not, the next step that they could do is IGG, investigative genetic genealogy. That's where researchers take the DNA profile and...
This was not the guy I wanted to show y'all. Sorry. No offense, dude.
No offense to him.
Retired police lieutenant. Your desert in Las Vegas is a little bit different from here, but in terms of an outdoor search and rescue, what do you make of the continued searches that they're doing out here? We don't see them, but we hear that they are still out in the brush looking around. What do you make of the task that these guys that are conducting that have ahead of them?
So the initial investigation, this came in as a missing person, and it was treated like that for a little while till they determined, this really is a crime scene. So the search and rescue efforts are done. The searches that are taking place now are taking place because they have developed some type of information that they are looking for a specific object or item, and they have an idea where it might be. But as you can see from our terrain, there could be a piece of evidence that's that big, and I know what I'm looking for, and it could be under that cactus, and I wouldn't know it if I was looking at it right now. So the challenges here are immense. The challenges to obtaining any evidence that could be utilized for prosecution. If it's out in this terrain, it's going to be really difficult to locate and difficult to determine if it is of evidentiary value.
What is this? Okay, sorry. Okay. All righty then.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that. They should not be littering the gloves anywhere.
Not at all.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Not at all.
Thank you.
Guys, y'all are amazing. Hopefully there will be something that comes out very, very soon. I pray. I truly, truly do. I truly, truly do.
I do too. But I feel like we're stuck in this circle.
Purgatory. It feels like it's like, damn.
Yeah, and people are kind of like, we were all like crazy, like trying to figure it out, and it's exhausting.
I just can't imagine Savannah right now.
I know, I can't imagine either. It's mentally exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
And to have your mother, we always talk about children, missing children.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a missing, woman who's a mother.
Not knowing in general is just
is baffling. And then the sheriff says families cleared, even their spouses. After yesterday, he said no one's cleared. Tomorrow he's going to come out and say, I never said that?
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me a bit.
It wouldn't surprise me either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you all so much for joining us. Really, really do appreciate you. Great show. And if anything happens, we'll be on it. You can bet your butt. We are seriously searching this case 24 freaking hours. It's insane how much time we put.
It's crazy. I know. First thing in the morning. Did you see this?
Yeah.
Did you see?
I'm usually blowing Daphne's phone up while she's asleep, and I usually lay back down a little bit in the morning after everyone's out to do their day at my house, and she's blinging mine. Then bling, bling, bling. I wake up and I'm like, all right, let's jump on it.
I've even been going to bed after freaking 10 o'clock at night. Like, I stayed up until 1 o'clock in the morning the other night, guys. That's not normal.
I know. I was like, Daphne is up at 1 o'clock in the morning. The world
There's
is ended.
something wrong.
I'm trying not to get golden. I'm trying to take enough vitamins. I'm trying. It's just when you are going 24/7. I don't know how JLR is doing it. I swear I don't.
I don't know how he does it either. Oh, yeah, I feel it, Golden. I literally had to put like different tents on the screen today because I like Casper or the ghost from Christmas Past. We were laughing so hard about it before we started. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I am tired.
Thank you, Baffled.
Yeah, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for hanging with us tonight.
Yes. Yep. All right, guys. We care, Scott. I just don't know what you said, baby. I don't know what you said. Apparently. Oh, yeah. We went over that. Yeah. Thank you so much, Scott. We do appreciate that. You telling us, coming in and letting us know. Thank you so much for that, my friend. All right, guys. Good night, everyone. God bless each and every one of you, and justice for Miss Nancy Guthrie.
Thank you all. Love you all. Have a great night. Good night, Justin. Thank you so much.